Hey guys, super random but incredible announcement. I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum with my very good friend Elton Castee. If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror, this is the home that inspired all of those stories. This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world. Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets. So what does this all mean? It means that Elton Castee and myself are the owners of the physical Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum. We are the legal guardians and caretakers of all 750 haunted artifacts and items in the Warren Museum, including the Annabelle doll. I must go on record and say we do not legally own the items, but we are the legal guardians and caretakers of the items for at least the next 5 years. And what this means for you guys is you are going to soon be able to book a night or a weekend and stay at the Warrens' house and investigate the house and the history of the house, as well as the museum and all the artifacts inside of it. This is the most random hobby ever, but it's so fucking cool, man. I should probably collect stamps or something. Might be a little safer. But yeah, we own the house, and we are very excited for you guys to see it. Stay tuned.
In more unemployed news, who the fuck let Matt Rife buy the Annabelle doll? Have we learned nothing? White people, this y'all problem. Y'all don't fucking listen. Y'all don't know when to leave shit alone. That nigga just died who took that bitch on the world tour. And now y'all gonna go sell it to Matt Rife? Lorraine said nobody move this goddamn witch, this damn doll. And what y'all do? Took it across the goddamn country. Nigga done escaped from prison, shit done burned down, and a nigga is dead, he's gone. But yet, Matt Rife bought that motherfucker. How? I do not know. And apparently he owned rights to that motherfucker for like 5 years, so he really ain't even buy. The nigga leased it like it was a goddamn Jeep. We out here leasing like fucking demons and demonic shit. Listen, white people, y'all find something new at least every week to do that I didn't think could be done. This one, no. This one take the cake. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one take the cake.
When they tell you about all the spooky stuff that happens out in the world with the movies have a glimpse of truth to it. So y'all didn't see it, but Matt Rife just bought the house with the museum, with the Annabelle dolls, and all that stuff. And now he's saying he'll put on Airbnb for you to book a night. Girl, y'all better stay y'all happy asses out of that house. The same way we tell you to stay out of Lake Lanier, but y'all don't listen, and y'all built the whole goddamn water park at Lake Lanier. Stay your ass out of that house. Listen, when they put stuff in movies, whether that be aliens, whether that be paranormal activity, girl, they're trying to microdose you so you won't stress about stuff. That stuff is real. Hey, this man bought a whole house to do an Airbnb so you can explore. You better explore your goddamn Bible. Explore your goddamn roof lids, eyes closed and everything in your house. Girl, don't do it. Get somebody else to do it.
I don't know if you've seen this in the news or not, but comedian Matt Rife has bought the Warrens Occult Museum. And now he owns everything in there, including the Annabelle doll. Now, I don't know about you, but this is insane. Because you have to understand, he didn't choose to buy that place. He didn't choose to own that doll. That doll chose him. This is all part of its plan. It wants to get out, and now it is being given access to basically wreak havoc. And you have someone who has no idea what he's doing, nothing, doesn't know anything about the paranormal, and doesn't understand the powers he's messing with. And I've seen these things go very, very wrong. And this could get really, really bad. Because basically, it's like giving someone who never flown a plane before full access to the controls. Because anything could happen. And I suspect you're going to see in the next couple of weeks, this thing will go missing again. And I think that something is at work here. I think this was all in play so that it could get to the right people to allow it to get out? I don't know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Comedian Matt Rife just confirmed that he is officially the new legal guardian of the real-life Annabelle doll after he just purchased her. And here's why I'm terrified that he is going to break Ed and Lorraine Warren's #1 rule of what not to do with the Annabelle doll and endanger people while he tries to make money off of her.
This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world.
So if you didn't know, the Annabelle doll is the most haunted, demonic, physical object in history. She's helped inspire the Conjuring movies and then had 3 spin-off solo movies of her own. And after this doll almost unalived the first owner, leaving bloody claw marks across their chest, Ed and Lorraine Warren locked her up behind glass with a sign that said, "Warning, positively do not open." But the Annabelle doll is responsible for some people's deaths, allegedly, because they broke the #1 rule of opening the glass and touching her. This man right here holding Annabelle is Dan Rivera. He was Annabelle's handler after Ed and Lorraine Warren passed away. And right after they passed away, they thought it would be a genius idea to put Annabelle on a world tour. So they changed her enclosure. And while Dan was on that tour with her, he was found dead alone in his hotel room. According to urban legend, Annabelle was responsible for another man's death after he was on an exhibit tour, looking at her, tapped on her glass and started to mock her. And then that same man who thought it was so funny to mess with her, just weeks later died in a motorcycle accident. Also, apparently don't look in her eyes as you watch this video. I'm sorry, I should have said that sooner, but she does not like that. I rebuke all negative energy. Matt Rife not only purchased the Annabelle doll, but the whole entire haunted house that The Conjuring was based on and the 750 haunted artifacts inside.
We are the legal guardians of all 750 haunted artifacts, including the Annabelle doll.
And then he just announced that he'll be renting out this house so fans can sleep one night or sleep over the weekend with all the haunted artifacts inside, even the Annabelle doll. And you know, Matt Rife can get pretty funny, but Annabelle can get fucking hilarious. So I hope he errs on the side of caution and does not take her out from behind her glass ever again.
Matt Rife just did what I feel like is the dumbest thing ever, and I hope you didn't hear about it so that I could be the first to tell you. Yes, Matt Rife, the comedian, has become the legal guardian of the Annabelle doll, which is actually a little bit misleading to say because what actually happened is Matt Rife and his friend Elton, who's a YouTuber, purchased Ed and Lorraine Warren's home. Now wait, let's talk about the Annabelle doll for a second. We'll come back to this. This comes right after this guy, whose name is Dan Rivera, who was also a paranormal investigator, took the Annabelle doll on a tour across the US to get to the home, and he passed away. And in the process, a plantation burned down. Like every city that the doll was in, something weird happened. And we can't 100% link it to the doll, but it is shady. And then the guy toting it around passes away. That would be a no for me. When you're rolling around with the confidence of being a man, you're just like, dolls can't kill nobody, I guess, right? But yet Ed and Lorraine, they wanted that thing locked up. I think it is dumb. I think it is not smart. I think it is stupid. I think they should burn the doll. I think the last thing I would be doing is going to try to buy that doll. Decisions are bad, just like his jokes.
Do you all see that Matt Rife and his friend bought the Warren House and Occult Museum, and for the next 5 years are the custodians of over 500 haunted objects, including the Annabelle doll? Like, did we learn nothing, gentlemen? The plan is apparently to turn it into a place where you can do like overnight stays and ghost hunts of your own. So it's like ghost tourism meets like Airbnb, I guess. And I get the fascination with the Warrens. Like, they are basically folklore of their own at this point. But like, let's not forget that these objects are tied to like real suffering and demonic activity. And a lot of pieces in there were probably never meant to be handled in the first place, let alone commercialized. And I get that he's a fan and that he's excited about it. And I'm not insulting him on a personal level. I just think that like spiritual boundaries matter. And that while turning it into a paranormal hotel or tourist destination might seem exciting, but like, I just feel inherently like it's a bad idea. I don't know. I really think that there is a line between preservation and exploitation, and I think this is crossing that line. Personally, I think that it's a bad idea. I think bad things are going to happen from this, and I think that unfortunately they'll probably be turned into publicity stunts when they do happen. But I wish them the best of luck. I hope that nothing bad does happen. I don't know. Am I crazy for feeling this way?
Matt Rife, you're going to learn the hard way.
Put that on Ed and Lorraine. Annabelle just killed somebody a couple of months ago, and you purchasing her and her friends? Are we not watching the Conjuring movies or something? They got a new one coming out. The Conjuring Last Rites. Like, why are we playing with their stuff? Putting occult items in the hands of somebody who was beefing with a 6-year-old? Oh, your karma is going to be crazy. The Ed and Lorraine cases have always been something of like a hoax debate, because the films are obviously based on true cases, but they exaggerate the context of the cases or what did and didn't actually happen. But coming from a bitch whose family is from Connecticut and having to have had long summers in Connecticut, that is just one place I will never fuck with on a supernatural level. Connecticut is wicked. It has wicked aura. I have seen wicked things out there. When I'm in Connecticut and I feel some crazy shit happen, I actually ignore it. Why? Because you're not attaching onto me. You're not coming back to Florida with me. So the fact that y'all be trying to play collector with supernatural shit that had to be collected because they was ruining people's lives, I don't think that y'all gonna get these houses blessed the way that they already were having these houses blessed. Comedians, boy, this shit is a joke until it's not. Y'all gonna learn offensive humor will kill you. Fuck around and find out!
Matt Rife just bought Ed and Lorraine Warren's house. The people who star in the Conjuring movies, like the movies, the Conjuring movies, what they're about. He bought that house. He is now owner of over 750 haunted artifacts. I don't think that man should be in charge of children, let alone demonically possessed or spiritually possessed artifacts. That man is not a suitable caretaker for, I don't think, anyone. As far as some of the jokes he's made and some of the things he's said, I don't think he is fit to take care of children, let alone spiritually charged items, to the point where these things have actually done real harm to real people and have caused really bad scenarios. I just don't think he should be in charge of something like that. And he gathered enough money from his comedy shows, and bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren house, and is now a legal guardian of over 750 haunted artifacts. Guys, I don't. People are saying pray for him. I don't think y'all should.
No wonder Matt Rife isn't afraid of Annabelle's revenge. He's already set up triple supernatural protection. Just 27 days after the previous Annabelle investigator died under mysterious circumstances, someone actually dared to take over the cursed assignment, comedian Matt Rife. Shockingly, he doesn't seem scared at all because he quietly prepared 3 bizarre layers of defense. First, he stocked his basement with over a dozen types of holy water blessed by different religious orders. While combing through the Warrens' case notes, he found that during their transport of Annabelle, the couple suffered a series of freak car accidents, brakes failed, the steering wheel spun by itself, and only splashing holy water saved them. Matt believes this will be his lifeline too. Second, he's placed Annabelle in a custom-built glass case. Annabelle isn't just a doll, she's a vessel for a demonic entity. Records show that even slight physical contact with her can leave you marked by the spirit inside. The last caretaker died of sudden nerve failure just 3 days after touching her. Finally, Matt holds a deep, almost superstitious fear of the ancient evil bound to that wooden shell. He refuses to challenge it. He's vowed to keep Annabelle permanently locked inside the Warrens' forbidden museum, forever sealed away from the living world.
I feel like I'm finding this out way too late. Like I'm the last person on the whole earth to know what the real Annabelle looks like. You know the Annabelle doll from the Conjuring films? This terrifying, those eyes, look at those eyes. But the real, the real Annabelle is I'm sorry, if I saw this doll in my bedroom, that's it. My soul would leave my body. I'm out. If I saw this in my bedroom, I'd be like, hey, spaghetti head. What? Hey, triangle nose. You know what I mean? How can you be scared of anything whose nose is an isosceles? I'm never going to be able to watch these films again. Because what? And the wild thing is, I'm only finding this out because Matt Rife, the comedian, has bought the Warrens' house and is doing, like, tours. He's selling tours around the museum. And I was like, I'd be terrified about Annabelle. But now that, I'll go.
Matt Rife's been keeping a secret from all of you, not from me, because I watched their every step. I've been noticing your moves, dude. How long you been to occultism? Demonology? You freaks. Other than being just another puppet, I'm sorry, jester in Hollywood. What you been up to, Matt?
I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's home and occult museum with my very good friend
That's wild, Matt, because with the company you keep, we would have had no idea you were into such things. What were they known for?
Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream.
I have no idea where you would learn such things, maybe from the family biz. Oh, hey, Seth Green. Isaac Happy had a lot to say about you. Anyways, we should have known something was up when the dude went from this to this. What the heck? I literally feel like I'm in the movie Uglies. You know, when they went from normal people like us to the perfect ones. I literally find it spot on. But anyways, no one thought it was a bit suspicious that he decided to channel Billy Idol? And at the exact moment Matt Rife was channeling Billy Idol, Billy Idol was wearing Basquiat. And if you don't know who Basquiat is, well, you often find him being repped by Jay-Z or Ellen DeGeneres. He had some very interesting artwork, but what did he know how to do? Well, rumor has it Basquiat was a medium. He was a magician. He was a scion of Haiti and learned voodoo from his mother. And allegedly, Basquiat knew how to channel immortal beings like Urzuli Dantor into the mortal realm because he knew the relationship between possession and the dance floor. In December of 2024, he got baptized and stated that even though he hates church, he wanted to believe in God. And am I the only one who's noticing that they're mixing occultism with Christianity and making it mainstream now? Something doesn't feel right about this dude anymore.